Welcome to the HFYTales Channel. Remember to like and subscribe if you like the story. Enjoy and take care. Alex stumbled into the vibrant heart of Zephyria Prime, his senses overwhelmed by a whirlwind of sights, sounds, and smells that dazzled him. The intergalactic marketplace was a riot of color and life, filled with various alien species bustling along the stalls, selling everything from luminous fruits to shimmering textiles. With every step he took, he felt more out of his depth, dressed in his casual Earth attire, surrounded by beings adorned in extravagant alien garb that accentuated their unique features. "Just breathe, Alex. It's just a little foreign world," he muttered to himself, tucking a wayward strand of hair behind his ear and trying to shake off his lingering nerves. His overactive imagination rendered the experience daunting. Here he was, a human in an alien marketplace. He clutched a small map of the area, which he didn't have a clue how to read. As he wandered further into the vibrant chaos, he caught sight of a blue-skinned merchant, gesturing enthusiastically at a stall filled with iridescent vegetables. "Try one. They will give you strength," the merchant boomed, his wide grin exposing rows of sharp teeth. Alex hesitated, glancing down at the strangely shaped items while trying not to meet the merchant's eager gaze. "No thanks," he blurted, backing away awkwardly. Continuing his exploration, Alex finally stumbled upon a makeshift stage. There, amidst the swirling lights and the lively crowd, stood a stunning alien girl. She had flowing hair that seemed to catch the light like strands of liquid silver, and her skin shimmered in hues of blue and violet. With a confidence that radiated, she began to sing a hauntingly beautiful melody that wrapped around him like a warm embrace. The crowd was mesmerized, swaying to the rhythm as if entranced by her otherworldly performance. Alex stood at the edge, utterly captivated, forgetting everything else as her voice soared through the air. The fabric of her alien song painted vivid pictures in his mind, contrasting sharply with his own simple human experiences. "Wow, she's amazing," he breathed, unable to tear his gaze away. Moments later, just as the performance reached its climax, Alex's excitement got the better of him. In his daze, he clumsily stepped backward and crashed into a towering, muscular blue creature. "Watch where you're going, human," it bellowed, turning its towering presence toward him, eyes glimmering with annoyance. Sorry," Alex stammered, eagerness evaporating as embarrassment crept in. He offered a sheepish grin and quickly sidestepped, hoping to blend back into the crowd. As the performance concluded, the alien girl fixed her shimmering silver eyes on him, smiling warmly, and Alex felt an undeniable pull toward her, a connection sparking in the air like electricity. While people around them applauded thunderously, Alex took a moment to gather his thoughts and fight back the wave of nerves threatening to overtake him. "Your singing was amazing," he finally blurted out when he found the courage to step forward, desperately hoping to make a good impression. "Thank you, human. What is between your legs?" The alien girl's question caught him entirely off guard, leaving him utterly speechless. "Excuse me?" he stammered, skin flushing an embarrassing shade of crimson. She burst into laughter, the melodic sound lighting up the evening air. "I mean, do humans really use those strange tubes for walking and running? They are very ungraceful compared to my people," she teased, pointing at his legs. Relieved by her playful manner, laughter bubbled up inside him. "Oh, you must mean our legs. Yes, we use them for walking. I assure you they can be quite useful." Feeling bolder, he added, "Though I admit I'm not the best at using them tonight." The alien girl beamed, her laughter infectious. Their banter evolved into easy conversation, punctuated by witty exchanges and a lively atmosphere. Despite their cultural differences, an undeniable connection began to form, blending humor and curiosity as they explored each other's worlds. Lyra's laughter resonated in the vibrant atmosphere of the marketplace, filling Alex with a sense of freedom. The initial awkwardness of their exchange melted away as they navigated the diverse stalls together. With each step, the atmosphere became more enchanting, drawing them into a world rich with tantalizing aromas and vivid colors. "So, what brings you to Zephyria Prime?" Lyra asked, her silver hair glinting in the soft lights that illuminated the market stalls. Her curiosity was palpable, and Alex felt a warmth in his chest as they walked side by side. I guess I'm just looking for an adventure, Alex replied, forcing a relaxed smile. I've never seen anything like this. It's like a dream. Adventure is a good reason, she mused thoughtfully. But do you ever feel small in a world like this? He pondered her words. Some days I do. Back on Earth, I often felt like I was just blending in, you know? Here I feel different, but in a good way. Lyra's expression softened, her eyes shimmering with understanding. Your spirit shines bright, even among this crowd, she said quietly, making his heart race. As they approached a food stall overflowing with alien fruits that glowed softly and shifted colors, Lyra waved the seller over. What do you recommend? She asked, a playful smile on her face. The merchant offered a peculiar fruit, a plump orb that seemed to burble with energy. The Zorblin is the finest. It brings joy and enlightenment, he exclaimed. Alex hesitated, eyeing the iridescent fruit with a mixture of curiosity and caution. Are you sure it's safe? He asked, half joking. It must be. The merchant said it brings joy, Lyra exclaimed, taking a sizable bite. Instantly, her face lit up with delight. It's delicious. With a mix of determination and trepidation, Alex took a decisive bite. The taste exploded in his mouth, sweet and tangy with an odd fizz, sending him into fits of laughter as Lyra giggled, encouraging him to take another bite. They continued traveling through the market, tasting and joking, forming a bond built on shared experiences and mutual curiosity. Lyra proposed a game. Let's guess what each food is based on its appearance. After several rounds that ended with plenty of laughter and messy faces, their conversation turned more serious. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever be seen as more than just a pretty face here, Lyra admitted quietly as they settled on a bench. My people expect me to sing, to look beautiful, but I want more. Alex gazed at her, genuinely taken aback by her vulnerability. You're talented, Lyra. Your voice, it goes beyond beauty. It expresses something deeply human. Don't let anyone define you based on looks, especially when you have so much more to offer. Touched by his understanding, Lyra felt her heart swell. For a brief moment, their eyes locked. Time seemed to pause as if nothing else existed but the two of them, bound together by mutual respect and burgeoning affection. Thank you, Alex, she said softly, her voice barely above a whisper. Let's keep exploring, he suggested, eager to lift the mood back to their playful banter. For now, your beauty and talent are safe, totally off limits, I promise. They both burst into laughter, unaware that the moment would linger in their minds, long after they parted ways for the night. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting a shimmering glow across the marketplace, Alex and Lyra continued their delightful exploration. Each moment deepened their connection, and Alex marveled at how easily they slipped into fun banter and heartfelt conversations. Let me show you my favorite dessert, Lyra said, smiling mischievously. She led him toward a stall piled high with colorful confections, the Kreese rolls, known for their mesmerizing shimmer. I can't wait to try it, Alex grinned, only to be surprised when Lyra ordered a massive pile, clearly underestimating human portion sizes. Whoa, there's no way I can eat all that. Don't worry, I'll help, she winked. Kreese rolls are meant to be enjoyed together. Finding a cozy corner to devour their treat, Alex felt his laughter bubbling again. They took exaggerated bites, faces becoming smeared with frosting. Adventurous humans get messy, Lyra teased, prompting more laughter. After finishing their dessert, they settled on a bench, the remnants of their sweet feast buzzing with energy between them. So what do humans do for fun, aside from making a mess? Lyra asked, her gaze curious. Honestly, Alex replied, contemplating the question. We have parties, go to concerts. Sometimes we just hang out in parks or, well, just talk. Talking is good. I enjoy this, she said, sounding thoughtful. But isn't it boring at times? I prefer a vibrant performance. Before he could respond, Lyra's expression changed, revealing vulnerability again. Sometimes I fear that my performances make me just a spectacle. I want to hold on to my identity. Alex felt a pang of sympathy. You are so much more than a performer. You bring life to your songs. You connect with your audience. Your power lies not only in your voice but in your spirit. Lyra's eyes sparkled with newfound determination. Perhaps you're right. I just need to learn to embrace all parts of me." Their conversation deepened, exploring their respective cultures, unveiling layers of personal experiences. As they shared stories about Earth and Zephyria, the familiar blend of laughter and introspection solidified their bond. Even differences sparked joy, the vigor and warmth of aliens mingling flawlessly with lighthearted human moments. "Okay," Lyra exclaimed suddenly. "You mentioned pizza, right? We should create a fusion dish, a Kreese roll pizza." He cocked his head in amusement, laughing once more. "I love it, but I'd still eat pizza in its original form first." The playful exchanges melted away apprehensions. They embraced each other's unique qualities, celebrating the joy of exploration and discovery. Despite their cultural backgrounds, their connection grew stronger, bridging gaps through laughter and adventure. Just as the night began to blanket the sky, they stood together on a hilltop overlooking the vibrant market, bathed in the indescribable glow of starlight. Lyra turned to Alex, her silvery eyes glimmering with sincerity. "Whatever happens next, I'm grateful for this time together. You've made me feel more than a performer." "Likewise, Lyra," he replied, feeling a warmth spread in his chest. "You've shown me a world far beyond what I imagined." Days slipped into weeks, and their newfound friendship flourished amidst the enchanting backdrop of Zephyria Prime. Each encounter drew them closer, unveiling uncharted territories of emotions that they shared through laughter and charm. Alex constantly felt like the luckiest human alive, having Lyra by his side. However, fortune rarely travels a smooth path. Just as their relationship began to blossom further, the anticipated arrival of the intergalactic singing competition sent ripples of unease through the air. "Alex, this competition is a big deal," Lyra said, her usually radiant smile dimming slightly. "It could be my chance to finally gain recognition beyond my looks. But I can't help but feel anxious." "Don't worry, just be yourself, and everyone will see the real you," Alex encouraged, feeling the gravity of her words. But as the competition approached, an unsettling shadow loomed over their dynamic. Enter Zarnak, the epitome of glamour and arrogance, a rival in every sense. With bright green skin, flashy attire, and an oversized ego, he occupied a prominent position in Zephyria's elite circles. "Going to sing again?" Zarnak sneered as he found Lyra and Alex at a corner cafe, his entourage swarming around him like fireflies drawn to a flame. "You'll be competing against the best of us, Lyra. I hear they're searching for something more worthy." Alex bristled at Zarnak's tone but couldn't keep his eyes off Lyra's startled expression. "I don't need to compete for anyone else's approval," she replied evenly, an underlying defiance in her voice. "My talent stands on its own." "Oh, please, talent. Looks are the only thing that matters here," Zarnak quipped, dismissively waving his hand. "Let's be honest, it's no contest between you and me." "You think so?" Alex interjected, feeling protective. "Lyra's a true artist. Just because she doesn't flaunt wealth doesn't mean she's lesser than you." "Keep out of it, human," Zarnak shot back, sneering at Alex's commitment. "You don't belong in this world." Lyra's gaze hardened, and as she locked eyes with Alex, a silent exchange of support passed between them. "Leave him out of your petty games, Zarnak. I'm here on my own terms," she declared firmly. With that, Zarnak's bravado cracked visibly, revealing traces of insecurity. He tossed his head back and laughed dismissively, but Alex sensed that this rivalry wouldn't be resolved easily. As the competition day loomed, the air grew heavy with tension. Lyra expressed her mixed feelings of excitement and nerves. "What if I fail? Losing means I'll forever be known as just another pretty face in a crowd." Alex took her hand gently, grounding her with sincerity. "You won't fail, and no one can take your voice away from you. Just remember who you are when you're up there." "They'll see me as I truly am," she affirmed, her determination igniting. The day of the competition arrived, brightly lit and alive with anticipation. Excitement thrummed through the crowd as Lyra warmed up backstage. Alex could feel the electricity in the air, as if every cheer and every whisper both energized and weighed her down with unspoken expectations. "Just close your eyes. Focus on the music," he encouraged, imparting gentle reassurance in the locker room. "Channel your spirit into every note you sing." The amphitheater was a spectacle. the stage embellished with elaborate decorations of vibrant colors, attracting beings from across the galaxies. As the announcer bellowed the start of the competition, Alex felt a swell of pride and admiration for the stunning alien girl who would soon stand on a grand stage. Under glaring lights, Lyra stepped onto the stage, the buzz of excitement coursing through the audience as they erupted in applause. Alex stood in the front row, heart pounding with anticipation. There she was, radiant, poised, and breathtakingly beautiful, transforming into the embodiment of confidence as the applause rose. With a deep breath, she gripped the microphone, glancing briefly at Alex, who nodded encouragingly. She closed her eyes and drew strength from the energy around her, the cheers, the light, and the unrelenting spirit of the crowd. As the music began to play, the haunting melody resonated through the amphitheater. Her voice soared, a stunning blend of strength and vulnerability that captivated every being present. Each note she sang enveloped the spacious venue, weaving a tapestry of emotions that transported listeners deep into her heart. She sang of tenacity, of struggles against the confines of beauty, expressing timeless feelings that connected them all. Yet, as she reached a powerful crescendo filled with longing, suddenly a discordant shout interrupted the flow. "This is laughable! Zarnak's got more talent in his little finger." Zarnak's taunting echoed through the amphitheater, making the audience gasp in disbelief. Gasps filled the crowd. Shock rippled across the audience while Alex's heart sank. He recognized the intrusion as Zarnak's ploy to undermine her performance. In an instant, protective instincts kicked in. Drowning out the voices of doubt, Alex surged forward, fueled by an unexpected courage he never knew he possessed. "Shut up, Zarnak!" he shouted back, his voice projecting through the arena. The audience turned, murmurs of solidarity beginning to rustle through the crowd. "You're just afraid of her talent. Lyra's voice touches lives. You're just here to cause chaos." Zarnak hesitated, caught off guard by the fervor of the crowd rallying behind Lyra. His previous bravado began to evaporate, but the fire in Alex's spirit ignited something deeper within her. Lyra's confidence surged, and as Alex shouted his support, she transformed her fear into fierce empowerment, channeling a surge of heartfelt emotion into her performance. With renewed strength, she poured everything she had into the next notes, her voice ringing true and clear as it cascaded through the amphitheater, dwarfing Zarnak's attempts to drown her out. The crowd erupted, enchanted by her comeback. Lyra radiated brilliance, unfazed by the chaos unfolding. Zarnak's nefarious attempts were swept away by the force of her talent and authenticity. The audience cheered, chanting her name, creating an atmosphere that resonated with unstoppable energy. In that moment, the tide turned. The final chord rang out, and the theater exploded into applause as the tension melted into adoration. Alex's heart swelled with pride, wholly aware of the strength of their bond that allowed them to thrive amid chaos. Breathless and exhilarated, Lyra took in the roars of appreciation flooding the space around her. The cheers washed over her like waves, lifting her spirit higher. She glanced at Alex, whose expression reflected unwavering belief and love for her. "Oh, my stars, I did it!" she exclaimed, a radiant smile breaking across her face. As the cheers faded and applause lingered, Alex found himself ensnared in a whirlwind of excitement. Lyra was beaming, victorious, and yet he sensed the complexity beneath her smile. For every victory, challenges awaited both of them, but before they could celebrate, Zarnak stormed backstage, fuming. "You think you're special, don't you?" he sneered at Lyra, voice dripping with scorn. "You got lucky. The audience is foolish, too mesmerized to see you're nothing without your looks." Lyra squared her shoulders, refusing to back down. "You're wrong. My talent speaks for itself. No matter what you say, I stand by who I am." "Oh, please. You've established nothing. It's all a show, Lyra. A gimmick," Zarnak shot back, his tone ugly and condescending. Alex's protective instincts flared again as he stepped between them. "You're the real joke here, Zarnak. Your words only stem from insecurity and envy," he retorted, determination flooding his voice. "You can't diminish her accomplishments with your petty attempts at derision." "You have no idea what it takes to be in this world, human," Zarnak hissed, dismissing Alex contemptuously. "Neither do you. This woman conquered the stage because she is talented, not because of her appearance, Alex declared. If you can't see that, it's your loss, not ours. Lyra watched, feeling energized by Alex's bravery, silently thanking him for standing up for her. The confrontation shifted the dynamic. Zarnak's arrogance began to mask his vulnerability. Fine, Zarnak spat, trying to save face. Enjoy your moment while it lasts. To think the two of you could defy the established norms here is a foolish fantasy. Feeling the weight of both competition and confrontation, Lyra turned to Alex, gratitude radiating from her expression. Thank you for standing up for me. I don't want to live in fear of someone like him. Any time, Lyra. You wouldn't let anyone take away your dreams, Alex replied earnestly. Just as you proved today. Let's focus on celebrating your victory. Moments later, they found quiet solace on a balcony overlooking the marketplace. The air hummed with excitement from the crowd still celebrating below them. Lyra took a deep breath, grounding herself amidst exhilaration and uncertainty. Today was more than just about singing, she mused, glancing at the bustling crowd. I realized that my voice carries meaning. It's about more than just melodies and beauty. It's about truth and speaking up for oneself. I always knew you had that in you, Alex said softly. You belong on that stage, and you deserve every ounce of respect you earned. They shared a meaningful look, the air crackling between them, intangible yet real, filled with unspoken understanding. Lyra reached for Alex's hand, their fingers intertwining, solidifying the bond they'd formed. I believe in us, she said gently. Together, we can navigate a world like this. Absolutely, Alex affirmed with a determined nod. We'll face whatever challenges lie ahead, side by side. In the weeks that followed the competition, Alex and Lyra multiplied their time spent together, transcending boundaries woven by their different worlds. While some alien customs eluded him, he dove headfirst into her culture, captivated by the peculiar and wondrous nuances that made Lyra who she was. Lyra shared stories of her childhood, of traditions that her people cherished, delightful festivals that celebrated love, resilience, and the beauty of art. Alex marveled at her descriptions, floating lanterns illuminating the skies, vibrant dances that captivated every soul present. Your world is so alive, full of magic and wonder, he whispered in awe. I wish I could experience it all. You will, she promised, her eyes shining brightly. We'll create new memories together, new traditions. One warm evening, they stood side by side, gazing at the sprawling cosmos that enveloped them. Stars twinkled above, casting shimmering reflections on their silhouettes. Alex turned to her, face softening. What do you dream of, Lyra? He asked, curiosity twinkling in his eye. It may sound cliché, but I want to sing for the universe. Leave my mark wherever I can, she replied earnestly. I want everyone to know they are seen and worthy of love, no matter their appearance. Your voice is a gift. In a world filled with chaos, you bring peace, he mused. It's beautiful to see how deeply you want to inspire others. Just then, a gentle breeze rustled through the trees beside them, carrying a floral scent. Lyra turned to him, sensing the deepening bond they shared. And what about you? What do you dream of, Alex? He took a moment, contemplating the question. Honestly, I'm still discovering that. Traveling here has been enlightening, but I know I want to explore the universe, perhaps even write about it, a novel reflecting what I see, highlighting stories like yours. Then let's make it happen together, she said, her voice firm yet inviting. Every adventure we take contributes to our stories. You have a message worth sharing. They continued their conversations on aspirations and life, deepening their connection through dreams and laughter. Yet, challenges remained in their path, especially when societal norms loomed heavily around them. Some will never accept this, Lyra said one evening, her concern evident. A human and an alien together? Let them try, Alex replied defiantly. What matters is what we feel. We're building something special, something that transcends boundaries. Strengthened by their shared resolve, they set off on countless adventures, from exploring intergalactic landmarks to sampling delectable cuisines across alien lands. They celebrated similarities while cherishing differences, discovering fragments of each other's worlds with awe and openness. But a looming question still hung above their heads. How would they navigate societal expectations? As they pondered the challenge, Alex caressed Lyra's hands gently. "Whatever comes our way, we face it together, right?" he said earnestly. "Together," she echoed, her smile firm with conviction. They exchanged promises and impossible dreams, leaving behind the night with determined hearts and shared dreams. In their essence, they were explorers, adventurers awaiting horizons unseen, and amidst every challenge, every joy and pain, they embraced love that transcended worlds. Together, they would face whatever the universe threw at them. As Alex and Lyra stood hand in hand, solidified by their shared warmth, they recognized that love, while often deemed as strengths, could also present its own complexities. Yet within their many journeys together, navigating cultural intricacies and emotional depth, they learned that the human spirit and the spark of alien resonance thrived in union. With strangers glaring, others gossiping, and some still left bewildered by their connection, they held steadfast. No longer defined by societal norms or expectations, they turned instead to each other, drawing strength from their bond. Whether it was enduring stares in the marketplace, attending galactic events arm in arm, or boldly declaring their feelings amidst disapproving whispers, they felt unstoppable together. Despite occasional obstacles, each challenge became an opportunity for growth, both personally and in their relationship. They realized that whispering doubts had no power over them. They cultivated a life filled with love, passion, and boundless adventure. Time flowed effortlessly, intertwining their stories and weaving them into a beautiful tapestry of existence. Alex published his novel, intertwining their tales with those of other extraordinary souls they met along the way, while Lyra dazzled audiences with powerful performances that uplifted both hearts and spirits. "Together we write this story, our own adventure," she would exclaim passionately as they returned to the very marketplace where it all began. In a world often defined by differences, their union gave a voice to love, carving a path that others could aspire to. They illuminated a bright cosmos, filled with the understanding that beauty exists amid differences and shared laughter during gatherings. As they gazed into the endless depths of space, the stars twinkling above became their inspiration. United, they embraced every chapter, eagerly anticipating the next adventure, wherever it lay. And so, with unyielding love, strength, and adventure, Alex and Lyra cast aside any preconceived notions lingering in the cosmos. They found freedom, inspiration, and purpose in each other, forever a beacon of hope in a vast universe that thrived on possibilities.